Podcast. I am your host, Medigos.
This is Vert Vango. What's up, fellas? What's up?
And we just have a new champion. Well, not a new champion. He's not new around these streets. Mr. Janilson Lopes with
Yeah.
a second championship added to his little belt.
Yes, sir. Owen Hart joins the two chip club, man. Two chip club. What a fucking season for Janelson, man.
What a season, man. Quickly, he beat Moose 150 to 133. And Janilson did everything he was supposed to, like everything he's been doing all year. Top scorer in the league, dropping an easy. If he did the numbers, he probably averaged scoring 140 or 150 every week. Just he's ever since like what some years ago where he was not much of a talker. I know he had a bad season last year. He's been that guy, man. I will give it to him. He's been talking and just backing it up. Before this matchup was even over, he was chirping at
Yeah, he
Moose.
felt confident. It made the week very entertaining, man. I mean, you highlighted it in the chat, Matt, but it definitely made the league very entertainment championship week. He was confident. He backed up his talk, and the championship game went down the wire. Burrow and Chase, another fucking amazing weekend. 60+ points between the two. Gibbs with a late touchdown that sealed the victory for him.
Sealed the deal.
Man, what can you say? It's just what a season, man. What a season. He joins elite company with the two chips. Even more elite with the kind of season he has. I think he's second fantasy players to have
A triple crown.
the triple crown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Matt was reviewing toward the 2022. Kevin had an 11-3 season in which he won first place,
Most points.
and a championship. That was a fucking incredible season by Kevin. So Janilson is joining elite company with Kevin as one of the triple crown winners. I'm not sure if Kevin won best fantasy player that year.
I believe he did. I forgot what player exactly who it was, but I don't know if people remember that year. Like he outscored everybody. Like it was crazy. But I don't want to get too much into detail about that. I guess we could go down deeper if we have another podcast next week. But like Janosin, man, like, and I think this year has been one of the most competitive years that we've had. And it seems like every year it's like that, but it seems like this year everything was separated from like a win or two.
Yeah, the standards was so close this year.
Yeah, and that just shows that to be the best, you have to beat the best, and Janelson did that. Drafted great. The move that put him over the top, and I had asked him this question before hopping on. I said, what trade put you over the top, or did you think you were going to win it the whole time? He said that that Connor trade really helped him out, got him some extra W's that get him that first seed, and then even helped him out in this playoff run. So that move really put him over the top. That Burrow Chase stack ridiculous. Drafting at 10 and getting Chase, that's like I feel like that's a layup. And then doubling it back with Gibbs, recipe for disaster.
I mean, besides that, since we're on this team, having Cortland Sutton, who he drafted late, and he finished the season, I believe, as a top 10 wide receiver, man,
That's a steal.
major. I'm looking right now at his right. He drafted Sutton at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the 8th round, he drafted Cortland Sutton.
Wow. And he was a top 15 wide receiver. That's wide receiver one.
Another move. I think flew under the radar. that helped his fantasy team, especially in the playoff, especially in the championship, was Hawkinson.
Yeah.
Kalu had dropped TJ Hawkinson, and Janelson picked him up. That was a major pickup for his playoff run.
And then Burrow in the 9th round. And he ended up finishing as a top 3 QB. You can't say enough about that, man. Like in and out, he was always like top 3 in scoring for the quarterback position. That's like a cheat code right there. And he doesn't even run the ball, so he just did all that with throwing the ball. So I mean, man, I think in and out from draft doing in season moves. I gave this guy an A+, obviously because he won the championship. But it's like he did all the right moves at the right time. That I feel like that Connor for DJ Moore really, really helped him out a lot. But even besides that, having Charbonnet and just on his bench the whole time and just waiting for Kenneth Walker getting hurt, the right things happen at the right time, and you can't say anything about Janelson, man. He's one of the more consistent players in this league. He's proved it year in and year out. And you deserve your flowers, bro. Yeah, man. I can't put it into words because you know what? This sounds like I'm talking to a kid or something. But I'm proud of you, Ja. You're a great fantasy player in this league, and man, you prepare. You can't even question if you come in the league ready or not. You're always ready, prepared. You had that one bad season last year, but it is what it is. It's bound to happen one year in a while. Yeah, you're there. You're paying on time. You put the work in necessary. Like, I mean, you're a great person to have in this league, and you have a second championship. And like, just because you have a second championship doesn't mean you're lucky or anything like that. That means you're a really good fantasy player and you put the work in, man. Salute.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. I'm just looking at his in-season moves right now, man. I'm just, trying to give him a grade. His draft, his draft was good. I'm looking at his in-season move. I mean, I mentioned it earlier in the year. Janelson's strategy with in-season move with the fab. He I wouldn't say he's frugal with it, but he's
he definitely spent more. He spent more than last year.
He spreads it out. So, towards the end of the season when most people have no money to spend, he has a couple bucks to spend. And this year I paid dividends. I'm looking right now, he paid $11 for Tank Bigsby. He probably ended up dropping them, but $11 is nothing. Major pickup. This is a major one, Matt, because this gave him a few dubs. Tyrone Tracy.
Oh yeah, he dropped like $26
for Tyrone Tracy.
Yep.
I'm just going through.
I think he got Guerrero. The $8 he got from Laporta.
$25 Sterling Shepard. I'm not sure if he kept them. Yeah, it's just job well done. I'm looking at him right now. Very active. $11 for Guerrero. Yeah, there's no major splash. Like there's no splash of like 40 plus, 50 plus. But he spread out his money throughout the season, made pickups when he needed to make pickups. He waited till waiver claims expired and he picked them up. Man, just overall, I give him A, man. I give him A. draft-wise, in-season management, the way he spent his $5. I mean, obviously, it sounds cliche because he won the championship, but even if he didn't win the championship, just the way he went about his season is, he stuck to his principle of how he moved. He was consistent from last year. Paid dividends. Second championship for Ja.
Yes, sir. And then we don't want to gloss over Moose, but Moose hard to get back to back for one. There's been another player that has gone back to back, but lost both years, and that was Ryan. Well, the latest person that has done that is
Whoa,
Ryan.
whoa, whoa, whoa! Chill out, man.
No. He's made it back to back, but he lost. Look, I was looking at the records earlier this week.
Bro, I
He's
went to. I'm not.
no, I said recently.
Oh, okay, man. I'm about to say I went
recently.
to three straight finals, man.
I'm talking about recently. So he's gone to back, but lose back to back. That kind of sucks. But Moose going back to back is just tough, and he was able to get in a championship and had a good chance of winning it too. I said it in the cast last week that I thought Moose was gonna win, but I was cheering for Ja. Like there was a good chance of it being up in the air. That A-Chain trade helped him get to where he was at. Tua wasn't playing, so his numbers were definitely down. J.K. Dobbins picking him up off the wire and also making that trade was solid enough, but he lost out in that Josh Jacobs trade. I thought, like at first, it looked like Garrett Wilson was looking okay, but then Jacobs was just catching wreck towards the end of the season, and JMO,
That's a good
beast.
draft.
Great draft pick right there. And just like he ended up finishing as the 23rd ranked wide receiver in fantasy, which is actually pretty solid. That's like a wide receiver 2 or 3 ish. So like, but he could either get you from majority of his line was like when he was healthy, he was getting double digits most of the time. So that was a great draft pick. Lamar Jackson was solid. I think he ended up QB1 statistically. And Moose is always active on the wire, man. Like he never has the same guys. So he's always active. So I ended up landing with like a B+ for Moose. Um because in and out, I mean, he's always active. He's always making the right move and making those bold starts. He's not afraid to shake it up if he needs to make it happen. So um, he is one of our league's best pound for pound fantasy player. We're already 2 championships and been in the finals 3 times. Um, yeah, bro. Like I remember a couple years ago calling him out, and he's done more than show out. So shout out to you, Moose. But it's not your day today, man. It's not your day. It's just not your day. What would you grade him?
I give it an A-, man. He gets the A- from me. I love this draft. He made a lot of in-season moves. He was one of the heavy traders this season. He may be this season's Trader Joe. The only thing I could critique is his fab spending was
crazy.
And I think it's just like it's hard. The trend was set. The bar was raised last year on how to spend in fab in this league. So he started off the season basically piggybacking off last season how fab was spent. Let me see. $54.
Yeah, he went ham on Wix.
$54 on Wix. Yeah. I mean, a couple $9 spends, a couple $6 spends, $11.
I think he toned it down after that.
A lot of trades, a lot of pickups. But yeah, I give him an A minus, man. He get A minus. Um, was not really in trouble this season, meaning like he never like fell out of the playoff race. He's always in the mix, or always
Usually, you got that panic meter. He hits that panic meter quick. He didn't
he's
have that this year.
he looked good, man.
Yeah, I mean, those guys were the top two scorers in the league. Ended as the first and second seed, had the bye week. So the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. They proved it, and they made it to the championship, and it was a good battle too. Went all the way down to Monday night. There's nothing more you could ask for, man. Nothing more you could ask for. Congratulations to those guys, and especially congratulations to Janilson. I know he's gonna be rocking out for a while until we hit draft season again. One little note: Monty did win the toilet bowl.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And I wish I had the toilet sound. I don't think I have the toilet sound. Yeah. That's it. Like we don't want to. I mean, you won a toilet bowl. Yeah, there it is. um, yeah. As far as league matters, I already got a Survey Monkey ready to go. Just waiting to finalize a couple things. I know that we have to vote on if Fletch um, has earned a spot in this league. So I got that vote on there. I know Moose had asked to add return yards to players, so that'll be on there. Um, Steve had mentioned $1 per transaction. That'll be on there. Um, we're looking into adjusting the points for the defense. That's not gonna be voted on. Me and Vic will figure that part out as far as points wise. We might look into adding bonuses or whatever. But as it comes in, we'll distribute that information way before draft, probably within the next month or so. We were thinking about having another podcast next week, but only 3 people listened to this podcast last week. So, if
Come on, people.
yeah, man, like the viewership has been good up until last week, and we dropped the one and it was on Christmas Eve, so probably people were busy, but
Yeah, definitely give him benefit of the doubt.
everyone gets the benefit of the doubt on that. So, depending on viewership of this podcast, we'll have another one next week, and if not, then all right, we'll just handle business as business is handled. We'll put the votes out on the group chat and all that good stuff. Everybody paid on time, and
Yeah, man, that's a feel good situation. Johnson won the championship within like 20 minutes after he got his money. Correct?
yeah, like once the game was over, I was already up anyway. Just sent the money to Josh, sent the money to Moose. Everything was all set. Don't even have to think about it. So yeah, man. Well, if you have any more ideas, send them our way. Definitely thinking about avenues of other ways people can get their money because we're thinking about bumping it up. I know we talked about bumping it up, not this coming year, but the year after. But I don't know, maybe things will change. But me and Vic will talk about that. Um, you want to meet up, right? We'll meet up one of these days,
Yes, sir.
and then we'll talk about it. Um, I believe we had a good season, man. I liked the draft at Moose's house. It was really good. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. I think it was a good time, good vibes. During the season, it was. I thought the season was good. Not an epic one like we used to have with the memes and stuff, but it was close. It was up there. Yeah, man. We appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to this podcast. We appreciate you guys putting in the work in this fantasy stuff because it's not easy. Um, yeah, man. I got nothing else, Vic.
Yeah, just piggyback off Matt says the season was a great season. Little quiet for me, but it was a good season.
Yeah, it was quiet.
I do I would like to ask the league a favor. When the survey is sent out, obviously there'll be an area where you can have suggestions, thoughts, and whatnot. We urge you to please take that area serious. Leave a suggestion, leave a thought. That helps us gauge what we need to do as commissioners or what changes need to be made. What can be done to keep this league going and keep this league continue to rise up, man. You know, every year we want to, you know, we want the league to be better than the year prior. Small changes, small wrinkles to make it better. So your suggestion, your input, your thoughts matter. So please put it in. I will add like the Survey Monkey, when we receive it, we can't tell who wrote it. We can't
It's
tell
all
who submitted it.
anonymous.
It's all anonymous. So please take them serious. Please send suggestions. If you want a conversation about it, drop it in the chat or hit us up on the side, and then we can go from there. The goal is to just continue bringing this league upward trajectory.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I'm gonna actually add that. Boom. There we go. There you go. Yeah, we'll drop this the Survey Monkey within the next we'll say next couple days, just in case any couple things trickle in. There's other things we might vote on during before. We like to do our thinking about the league on in May. So if we have to drop up another vote, we will. And just because fantasy season's over doesn't mean we can't communicate. So just keep it coming. Um, there you go. Thank you, league. We look forward to being here again. I feel it's sad, man. I feel like it's a season that's over, man. Here today,
Man.
gone tomorrow. I'm like, it's like bittersweet. Don't have to look at fantasy information for a while. So
Hey man, we're in the off season. Do your homework. Do your homework on the rookies. Do your homework on the trends. Do your homework on who's up next. Yeah, do your homework, man. Who's next to Saquon Barkley?
yeah, there you
Who's
go.
next to Saquon Barkley that you can get at the end of the draft? And well, it's a league winner.
And then the playoffs. You do those playoff pool things or no?
The what?
The little playoff pools. You know how they got those? You can pick the fantasy players. You get double the points if they advance to the next round and stuff.
Nah, I don't even know what that is. Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, I had a guy invited to one of those things a couple of years ago. I just don't. I'm not into that in the DFS. I don't do all that stuff. It's like blah, whatever. But yeah, man, that's it. Hopefully, we get another one in next week. But other than that, Happy New Year, guys. And that's it. No love
Let's
lost. Deuces.
All right, fellas. Thank you. Vert Vangel signing out.
Matty Gills. Yo, I like the rap suggestion.